ladies and gentlemen. How often do we find ourselves waiting for a breakthrough, wishing for a miracle, or hoping that something extraordinary will happen to change our lives? We look at our present circumstances, and it can be easy to feel stuck or impatient. But let me tell you something, God will surprise you very soon. Yes, even in the midst of your challenges, even in the quiet of your uncertainty, something beautiful is on its way to you. First, let's talk about trust. Life, in its divine wisdom, has a way of unfolding in the most unexpected ways. We cannot always see the big picture from where we stand, but every twist and turn has a purpose. There are moments when it seems as though nothing is happening, but I promise you something is always in the works. Trust the process. When we trust that everything is happening for our highest good, we free ourselves from worry. We allow ourselves to be guided. Remember, sometimes the universe works in ways that are beyond our understanding. Your breakthrough, your miracle might be just around the corner. All you need to do is trust that it's coming. Second, let go of the need to control everything. I know it's hard. We want to plan. We want to be in charge of the outcome. But God's surprises often come when we release our rigid expectations and make room for something greater than what we could have imagined. The more tightly we hold on to our preconceived notions of how things should unfold, the harder it becomes for miracles to enter. Let go of that limited view and open yourself to the infinite possibilities that await. Life isn't about having it all figured out, it's about being open to what life has to offer, even when it looks nothing like we expected. The next key to unlocking those divine surprises is alignment. Align with your true purpose, and you will find that the universe begins to conspire in your favor. When your heart and actions are in sync with who you are meant to be, doors begin to open that you never thought possible. God is always trying to guide us, but the more we live authentically, the more we tap into that divine flow. Purpose and passion act as magnets for all the blessings that are already on their way to you. So align yourself with your highest vision and watch as the surprises begin to unfold. And as we wait for these surprises, we must remember the value of patience and faith. It's easy to get discouraged when things don't happen on our timeline, but true faith in divine timing means trusting that what's meant for you will come at the perfect time. God's timing is impeccable, and often what we think we want or need is just a fraction of what is truly best for us. So be patient. Trust that when the moment arrives, you'll understand why everything happened the way it did. And remember, sometimes what we thought was a delay was really a preparation for something greater. Let me also remind you of the incredible power of gratitude. When you express gratitude for what you have, for where you are right now, you send out a message to the universe that you are ready for more. Gratitude is the key to receiving more blessings because it tells the universe that you are aware of and appreciative of the gifts that are already in your life. When you shift your focus from lack to abundance, you open yourself up to a flood of surprises, big and small. Be thankful for the people in your life, the lessons you've learned, and even the struggles you've overcome. Gratitude attracts even more to be grateful for. Finally, keep your eyes and heart open to the signs. Life is filled with divine breadcrumbs that guide us to our next steps. And sometimes the most miraculous moments begin in the most unexpected of ways. Pay attention to the synchronicities, the chance encounters, the feelings of peace that accompany your decisions. These are often the ways that the divine shows us we are on the right path. The surprise you've been waiting for might not come in the form you imagined, but it's there guiding you to where you need to be. So remember this, God will surprise you very soon. Be ready. Trust the process, let go of expectations, align with your purpose, embrace patience, show gratitude, and recognize the signs. Your life is unfolding exactly as it should. And soon you'll find yourself standing in the middle of a divine surprise. Keep your heart open because the best is yet to come. Life is a journey, and sometimes when we're in the thick of it, it feels like we're trudging through a fog, unable to see the way forward. We've all experienced those moments of doubt and confusion, where nothing seems to be going the way we imagined. It's in those moments that we are faced with a choice to believe in the process or to let fear and frustration take control. Trusting the process is not just a passive waiting game, it's an active decision to trust that everything happening around you, whether it feels good or challenging, is leading you towards something greater. The challenges you face today are shaping you into the person you need to become tomorrow. They are not setbacks, they are stepping stones. When you trust the process, you open yourself up to the magic that unfolds when you surrender to life's flow. It's like planting a seed and not constantly digging it up to see if it's growing. There's a quiet confidence that comes with knowing that the seed will sprout in its own time. So instead of questioning every twist and turn, trust that each experience is part of the divine orchestration of your life. Even when things seem to be falling apart, they're actually falling into place. And though it may not make sense in the moment, the pieces of the puzzle are slowly fitting together. Trusting the process also means embracing the unknown with faith. We all want control. We all want to know exactly what's coming next, but the truth is, life is full of unpredictability, and that's where the magic happens. The most beautiful blessings often come when we least expect them, when we're not attached to a specific outcome or a particular way of how things should go. It's in those moments of surrender that something greater than we could have planned for shows up. Trusting the process doesn't mean sitting back and doing nothing. It means doing your part with confidence, putting in the effort, and letting go of the need to dictate the results. You may not always get what you think you want, but I promise you, you will get exactly what you need. There's a profound power in the act of letting go. When we hold on too tightly to outcomes or expectations, we block the very blessings we're waiting for. It's only when we release the need to control that we open ourselves up to divine intervention. Trusting the process is about relinquishing the burden of figuring it all out and allowing life to surprise you in ways you never imagined. The universe, or whatever higher power you believe in, is always working behind the scenes on your behalf. But it's only when you step back and trust that the universe knows more than you do, that you make room for its miracles to unfold. We have to remember that everything happens in its own perfect time. Often, the timing we envision for our lives is not the timing that is truly meant for us. There are lessons to be learned, growth to be had, and people to meet before that breakthrough moment comes. If we rush ahead or force things to happen according to our own schedule, we miss the chance to grow and develop into the person we need to be in order to fully embrace our blessings. Trusting the process is about being patient, not because you're passively waiting for things to happen, but because you understand that you are being prepared for something greater. It's not always easy, I know. Sometimes the waiting feels unbearable, and the path ahead seems unclear. But in those moments when you feel most uncertain, you must remember that the very act of waiting with faith is a powerful act in itself. Every delay, every detour, and every challenge is part of the unfolding of your destiny. In the times when you feel lost, trust that you are exactly where you need to be. You are not behind. You are not off course. You are exactly where you are meant to be to prepare you for the next chapter of your story. So let go of the urge to control every moment. Trust the journey even when it's not clear. Know that every moment, every step, every struggle, and every triumph is leading you closer to the life you're meant to live. The process is happening whether you see it or not. Keep moving forward with trust, and soon enough, you'll look back and marvel at how everything came together in the most beautiful, surprising way. The process is your ally. It's guiding you towards something so much bigger than you could have ever imagined. All you need to do is trust that it's already in motion, and that soon you'll be standing in the miracle that's been waiting for you all along. When we talk about letting go of expectations, what we are really talking about is releasing the grip we have on the way we think life should unfold. We all have an idea of how things should be, don't we? We envision certain milestones, we set deadlines for ourselves, and we create these stories in our minds about the perfect trajectory of our lives. But here's the truth: life rarely, if ever, follows the exact script we write for it. And that's okay. In fact, it's more than okay, it's exactly how it's meant to be. We often hold on to expectations because they give us a sense of control. But control is an illusion. It feels good to think we have the power to dictate every detail of our lives, to know what will happen next. However, the more tightly we hold on to these expectations, the more we restrict the infinite possibilities that life has to offer. You see, the universe has a way of surprising us, and the more we cling to the way we think things should go, the less room we leave for the unexpected magic to enter. What if, instead of demanding life unfold in a specific way, we began to trust that there is something greater at work? What if we stopped resisting the unknown and instead embraced the mystery of it? There is so much beauty in the unknown. And when we let go of our expectations, we open ourselves to the beauty that's been waiting for us all along. We don't have to know the exact path, we just have to be willing to walk it with an open heart. And when we do that, that's when the surprises come. Think about the times in your life when something unexpectedly wonderful happened. Maybe it was a relationship, a job opportunity, a chance encounter, or even an unexpected gift from the universe. In those moments, the surprise didn't come because you expected it. It came because you let go of the need to control every aspect of your experience. You allowed life to unfold naturally, and in that space, something beautiful emerged that you couldn't have planned for. This is where the real magic lies. The universe, or whatever you believe in, has a much grander plan for you than your mind can even fathom. When we let go of the need to control, we are essentially saying, I trust you, I trust the journey, even if I don't know where it's taking me. And when we trust, we release the fear that often comes with trying to force things into existence. Fear comes from wanting certainty. But faith, the kind of faith that comes from letting go, trusts that the best outcome will unfold, even if it doesn't look the way we expect it. Letting go of expectations doesn't mean you don't have dreams or desires. It doesn't mean you stop having goals or aspirations. It simply means you stop rigidly attaching yourself to the outcome. You allow your dreams to breathe and grow without the pressure of needing them to happen exactly as you plan. And in that space, you invite something even better to come into your life. I think of the potential in releasing your grip on what you think should happen. When you let go of your expectations, you make room for the magic of the unknown to surprise you. The universe works in mysterious ways, and the surprise that's waiting for you is far better than you could have ever imagined. Life will surprise you in ways that will make your heart swell, in ways that will make you laugh with joy and gratitude. But you can't receive these surprises if you're too busy holding on to the illusion of control. Let go and allow the miracle of the unexpected to unfold. When you do, you will realize that life is not about fitting everything into a neat little box of your expectations. It's about being open to the adventure of it all. The surprises will come, and when they do, you'll see that the journey was always worth more than the destination you once imagined. When you align with your purpose, everything in your life shifts. It's as though you're no longer forcing things to work instead. You're moving with the flow of life, and the energy around you begins to cooperate in ways that feel almost magical. Too often we get distracted by the noise of the world, the expectations, the comparisons, the limitations. We forget that deep inside we know who we are meant to be, and we know what we're here to do. The problem is that we often get so caught up in the hustle, in the shoulds and musts, that we lose sight of our true essence. But when we align with our purpose, there's a powerful shift that takes place. You no longer feel like you're swimming against the current. You no longer feel lost or overwhelmed by the demands of life. Instead, you begin to experience a sense of flow, a sense of direction that feels like it's been there all along, just waiting for you to recognize it. When you begin to align your actions with your soul's true calling, something remarkable happens. Opportunities open up. Doors you never thought possible begin to swing wide, and a sense of peace starts to replace the restlessness that once dominated your thoughts. Alignment is not about doing more, it's about doing less, but doing it with more intention, more heart, and more authenticity. You don't need to chase after every opportunity that comes your way. You don't need to fight for what's not meant for you. Instead, when you align with your purpose, you begin to attract the things that resonate with your true self. The right people come into your life. The right opportunities appear. And even in moments of challenge, you begin to see them not as obstacles, but as stepping stones toward your higher good. Think about this: when you live with purpose, when you connect deeply to who you truly are, you step into a vibration that the universe responds to. The energy you send out begins to reflect back at you in the form of blessings, surprises, and even the wisdom to navigate difficult moments. The universe doesn't operate on coincidence, it operates on frequency. When your frequency aligns with your purpose, that's when the magic happens. It's when the pieces fall into place effortlessly. It's when you stop searching for answers and start living them. Alignment is also about being willing to let go of the things that no longer serve you. Too many of us hold on to people, jobs, and situations because we're afraid of the unknown. We're afraid that if we let go, we might be left with nothing. But the truth is, when you're aligned with your purpose, you're always supported, you're always provided for. Letting go creates space for what truly belongs to you to show up. The right relationships, the right opportunities, the right environment, all of it begins to align with you when you let go of the distractions that are not meant for you. And here's the most beautiful part: when you live in alignment with your purpose, you inspire others to do the same. Your energy becomes contagious. People around you start to notice that something is different about you. They feel drawn to your peace, your clarity, your authenticity. They begin to ask, "What's your secret?" And your answer will always be simple: living with purpose. When you show up as the fullest version of yourself, you inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of positive change. Living in alignment with your purpose doesn't mean everything will always be perfect. There will still be challenges. There will still be moments of doubt. But even in those moments, you'll know that you're exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you were meant to do. You'll have a deep sense of peace that comes from knowing you're walking your path. The surprises will keep coming, the blessings will continue to unfold, and you'll find yourself standing in the middle of the life you once only dreamed of, because you had the courage to align with your true purpose. Patience and faith, these two virtues go hand in hand and are essential in navigating life's journey. When we face challenges, when the road seems long and uncertain, it is easy to feel discouraged. The temptation to rush, to force things to happen, or to give up when progress seems slow is strong. But the truth is, life doesn't always unfold according to our timeline, and this is where patience becomes not just a virtue but a strength. Patience teaches us that not everything we desire is meant to come immediately, and that sometimes the waiting period is as important as the destination itself. In a world that thrives on instant gratification, patience can feel counterintuitive. We are accustomed to getting what we want at the click of a button, whether it's through technology, social media, or the rapid pace of modern life. But real transformation, real growth, and the most profound blessings often take time. They are not rushed. It's in those moments of waiting, of enduring the unknown, that we are being shaped and prepared for what is to come. Patience invites us to trust that there is a purpose to every season of our lives, even those that seem uncertain or difficult. Every experience, every delay, and every challenge is laying the groundwork for something far greater than we could have imagined. But patience is not just about waiting, it's about the energy we bring to that waiting period. It's about the faith we carry in our hearts while we wait. Faith is the belief in something greater than ourselves, something that transcends our limited understanding. Faith is the quiet assurance that even when we cannot see the path ahead, we are being guided. Faith is what keeps us going when the journey feels too long, when obstacles seem insurmountable, and when we are tempted to give up. Faith is the inner knowing that even in our darkest moments, we are never alone. There is a higher power, a divine force, working in our favor, orchestrating everything for our good. When we combine patience and faith, we create a foundation that is unshakable. We understand that things happen not according to our whims, but according to a greater plan. And while we cannot always see the whole picture, we trust that every piece is falling into place exactly as it should. Life has its own rhythm and flow, and when we stop fighting against it, when we stop trying to rush things or force them into existence, we create space for miracles to unfold. The waiting period is not a time of inactivity, it is a time of preparation. During these moments, our character is refined, our strength is built, and our heart is expanded to receive what is coming. What if, instead of seeing delays as obstacles, we began to see them as invitations to grow stronger in our faith and more patient with the process? Every setback, every challenge, every moment of uncertainty is simply a lesson, an opportunity to deepen our trust in the unseen forces that are always working on our behalf. Faith isn't about ignoring our doubts, it's about holding on to belief in something greater than our circumstances. It's about seeing beyond the immediate and trusting that the universe or God, or whatever you choose to call it, is always moving toward our highest good. And so I ask you today to embrace patience and faith, to trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Even if you don't see the results right away, even if the path isn't clear, know that something beautiful is opening. In time, what you've been waiting for will reveal itself. You'll see that everything you've gone through, every moment of waiting, was a part of the preparation for that divine surprise. Remember, faith and patience are not about passive waiting, they are about an active trust in the goodness of life, in the belief that what is meant for you will come to you at the perfect time. Keep going, even when you cannot see the end, because God has a plan that is beyond your wildest dreams, and in due time it will be revealed. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. It is a force that has the ability to transform our lives in ways we often cannot even imagine. When we express gratitude, we align ourselves with abundance. We shift our focus from what we lack to what we already have, and in doing so, we open the door to receiving even more blessings. It's easy to get caught up in the daily challenges of life, to focus on what isn't working, on what we don't have, or what we wish were different. But when we choose to be grateful, we immediately begin to change the energy around us. Gratitude shifts our mindset. It's not just about saying thank you, it's about truly feeling it. When you embrace gratitude, you start to see the world through a different lens. You notice the small miracles happening around you, the beauty in a simple sunrise, the smile of a stranger, the warmth of a hug, the strength in your own resilience. When you acknowledge these moments and appreciate them, you begin to draw more of them into your life. Life becomes richer, fuller, and more meaningful when we recognize the blessings that already exist in our lives. Gratitude does more than just change how we feel, it also changes how we interact with the world. It invites a sense of peace and contentment into our hearts. Think about it for a moment. When you are truly grateful, there's no room for fear, worry, or negativity. They simply cannot coexist with a grateful heart. Gratitude lifts us higher, allowing us to rise above challenges, to face adversity with strength, and to move through life with grace. When we are grateful, we are no longer focused on what's wrong, but on what's right, and that perspective changes everything. Moreover, gratitude is magnetic. When we are thankful, we send out a powerful signal to the universe that we are ready for more of the good that life has to offer. The universe is always responding to our vibration, and gratitude is one of the highest vibrations we can emit. It says, I am open, I am ready, and I am willing to receive all the abundance that is mine, and when we do this, the world begins to respond. Opportunities show up, relationships deepen, blessings unfold in unexpected ways. But here's something that's truly remarkable. Gratitude has the power to heal. In the midst of hardship, pain, or struggle, practicing gratitude can shift our energy and begin to heal our minds, bodies, and spirits. There's a deep restorative power in simply being thankful, especially when it's hard. When we choose to be grateful, even in the most challenging times, we allow the energy of healing to flow into our lives. We tap into a higher frequency that restores us from the inside out. It's easy to think that we need to have everything figured out, that we need to wait for everything to be perfect before we can be grateful. But the truth is, we don't need to wait for everything to be in place. As we move forward in our lives, let us remember that gratitude is not just something we do, it is something we embody. It is a force that has the power to transform not only our own lives, but also the lives of those around us. When we choose to live with a heart full of gratitude, we begin to shift the very energy of the world. We become magnets for blessings, miracles, and unexpected joys, and in doing so, we allow ourselves to be open to the divine surprises that are waiting just beyond the horizon. So, as you step into each new day, let gratitude be the lens through which you see the world. Embrace it fully and watch as the universe responds with love, abundance, and endless possibilities. The best is yet to come, and it begins with the power of gratitude.